Perfect competition. Perfect competition may be defined as the market situation in which there are large number of buyers and sellers with perfect knowledge and in close contact dealing in identical commodity without any price discrimination. So it is a situation in which there are large number of buyers and also sellers. The products they deal are identical and are having similar price. So each firm, the peculiarity of perfect competition is that each of the firms are price taker. So they cannot make a decision by themselves. They are supposed to follow what the market commands. So the firm is unable to influence the prevailing market price. He cannot change his sales, he cannot change his price. So, price in the market is purely determined by the interaction of market demand and supply. So, the equilibrium of demand and supply will determine the price. This price will have to be followed by the firms. So now we have to see, after analyzing the definition, which we have to study very much thoroughly, we are going to see the features of perfect competition. So the major features are large number of buyers and sellers. The second one is homogeneous product. The third one is freedom of entry and exit. Fourth one, absence of government regulation. Fifth one, profit maximization goal. Perfect mobility of factors of production. Free mobility of goods. Perfect knowledge regarding market condition. So all the sellers and buyers in this market are having perfect knowledge. They know about everything. They know each other and also know the present and future prices and also the cost. So information are available free of cost. Therefore no seller can sell commodity above the equilibrium price. So he cannot change his price level. Then we have already learned about pure competition. So in such a condition, there will be large number of sellers and buyers. There will be similar products, free entry and exit, profit maximization and government regulation. With that, if we add two more aspects, that is perfect mobility of factors and perfect knowledge, we get perfect competition. We get all the features of perfect competition. Agriculture markets, free software, street food vendors, etc. are all examples for perfect competition because they compete with, they have to sell their products at what the market commands. They cannot raise their price, otherwise they will lose their market. So the condition, large number of sellers and buyers, there are innumerable numbers of buyers and sellers. So each seller deals with only the small portion of the total product. We have also seen that there is homogeneity of product. That means each of the firm in the industry sells identical or similar products, which means close substitutes. So it is similarity in products or close substitutes. So the consumers will not show preference for a particular seller. They are ready to take up whatever they have. So that means firms can charge a uniform price for the product. What happens if a firm charges a higher price? He will have to move out of the selling process, that means the market or the process of being in business. So what the firm should do in order to get a profit out of this condition, the firm will have to reduce his cost. So he has to make an efficient production function in order to get rid of the market issues. So the customers are all aware of the conditions that is taking place in the market, so they know what should be the decision. So the sellers will have to follow whatever the market commands. So then single seller is unable to influence the market price by his own actions. A single seller can sell whatever quantity he wish to sell in the current level of market price. Therefore, the condition is that the firm under perfect competition is a price taker. So the slide will explain that there will be many buyers, no barriers, perfect knowledge, price taker, and yes, as opposed to having market power, which is the ability of the supplier to set the market price. It is not there. There are no transaction costs. There is perfect knowledge of each other. So this is the condition of a perfect competitive market. There are some economists who argue that there is no competition under perfect competition, and that is something that we can agree. So the perfect competition economic theory has a meaning, that is diametrically opposite to everyday use of the term. When we hear the term perfect competition, first we understand is that there is a tight competition, a neck and neck competition, but it is not so. Actually, there is no such competition. But what happens is that there is complete absence of rivalry among the individual firms. Thus, in a perfect competition, what they do in practice, businessmen use the word competition as synonymous to rivalry. In theory, perfect competition implies no rivalry among the firms. They are in complete harmony. As in the case of all the market conditions, here also we will see the short run equilibrium, the long run equilibrium of firm and industry, what is taking place, how the price is determined, then market period conditions, derivations of the supply curve, shutdown point, the profit conditions, etc. So a lot of things have to be studied. So the perfect competitive market is a condition in which there will be a lot of buyers and sellers, and there will be an interaction between all these groups, so that there will be purchase and sales taking place every time, everywhere. So no individual is having any individual role in this, because everybody will have to follow what the market commands. In such a condition, we can see the demand curve of the market. That is quite important regarding the demand curve. So a firm under perfect competition faces a perfectly elastic demand curve. The firm will have to face a perfectly elastic demand curve. So that means it is sensitive. The demand is sensitive. If he increases the price, he will have to move out of the market. If he reduces the price, that will be a perfect loss for him. So given the market price, the firm can sell any quantity of output without the price change. So whoever wish to do business in the current rate of price can do that. Otherwise, he will have to move away. So when the market price is determined, for example, at price P, then all the firms will have to sell the product at the price P, which is given. And so in such a situation, the marginal revenue and the average revenue will be the same, because if it sell an output, it will get that as his revenue, and his revenue will be priced into that total number of output that he have sold. So marginal revenue and average revenue as well as price is equal to the same. So there will be a demand curve which will be parallel to the x-axis. So this is a peculiarity of a perfect competitive market. The demand curve will be parallel to the x-axis. So that shows the price. And how is the price determined? The price is determined in the market by the interaction of demand and supply. So equilibrium price will be determined, and the equilibrium price will be followed by the customers and also the sellers. So all of them will have to agree with the given set of prices. So this is all about the perfect competition, its definition, and also the kind of features or the assumptions. We may answer it as the market features. So in conclusion, what we can say is there is a lack of innovation, and also certain situations like there is no changes in prices, everyone will have to follow whatever it is there is close substitutes available. These are the factors that we can find out that affects the price taker or the firms. So the interaction between demand and supply condition, the price determination, and the price followed by the firms are shown in the graph. Here we can see that the price level is S. So demand curve DD, which is downward sloping, and SS curve right upward sloping curve meet at a particular point, which determines the level of price, and this price is followed by the firm. So at price level S, the firm can sell whatever quantity which they wish to sell, and it will be having market. Otherwise they will end up in a total failure. They cannot stay in the level of price. So next we are going to see perfect competitive equilibrium of the firm in the short run in the next video.